or start in a supine butterfly. So lie on your backs, drop your knees wide, soles of the feet touch, or just take regular Shavasana. Supine butterfly is not your thing today. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Gently close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and let it out. One more time. Deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and let it out. Feel your lips breathing in and out only through your nose now. Deep inhales through your nose. Long exhales also through your nose. Making that ocean-like sound. If you want to practice Ujjayi breath, then constrict at the back of your throat as you exhale. Like imagine you're fogging up a mirror with your mouth closed, just with your nose. So you start sounding like the waves of an ocean or like Darth Vader. Take about 3 more deep inhales and exhales here. And then on your next inhale, reach your arms overhead, point your toes, squeeze your ankles together, reach, 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 reach. Good morning stretch. Breathe into the front of your body. Exhale, sweep your arms down, bring your knees to your chest and give them a tight squeeze. Go ahead and rock from side to side, massaging your low back. Now grab a hold of your kneecaps for Apanasana. Open your eyes if you have them closed. On your next inhale, go ahead and push your knees away from you. Exhale as you pull your knees in towards you, curling your tailbone up. Inhale, push your knees away from you, pressing your low back down to the mat. Exhale, pull your knees in towards you, curling your tailbone up. Last time, inhale, push your knees away from you. Exhale, pull your knees towards you. Now hug your right knee into your chest as you extend your left leg long and strong on the mat. Flex that foot, point the toes towards your face. Give your right knee a tight squeeze. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, forehead comes to knee. Crunch it in. Inhale, head and shoulders come back down. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, head and shoulders back down one more time. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, head and shoulders back down. This time take a supine twist. Take your right knee over to the left. Right hand out as a wing. Gaze to your right. Breathe into your twist. Breathe into your low back, your lumbar spine. Your chest is pointing up. Both your shoulders are on the mat. Inhale, come back to the center. And let's switch sides. Hug your left knee into your chest. Extend your right leg out long and strong. Flex the right toes. Point them towards your face. Inhale deeply here. Exhale, crunch it in, nose to knee. Inhale, head and shoulders come back down. Exhale, crunch it in, nose to knee. Inhale, head and shoulders back down. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, head and shoulders back down. On the exhale now, take a supine twist. Left knee over to the right. Take your left arm out as a wing. Gaze to your left. Breathe into your lumbar spine. Breathe into the twist. Inhale, come back to the center and give both knees a tight squeeze one more time. Plant your feet down, hip distance apart. Feet are hip distance apart, and you can graze the backs of your heels with your longest finger, preparing for bridge pose. If you have your block close by, grab that and squeeze it in between your thighs, just to keep the engagement in your glutes. On your next inhale, press your feet down, press your palms down, lift your hips up, straight up to the ceiling, shoot your tailbone forward. Exhale, lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Your tailbone comes down last. Inhale, pick it up, bridge pose, shifting your weight to your shoulders, shooting your hips up to the sky. Exhale, lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Tailbone comes down last. Last time here, inhale, pick your hips up, shoot your tailbone forward, shifting your weight to your shoulders. You're going to hold it here this time. Interlace your fingers underneath you, rolling one shoulder and the other. Press your knuckles down to lift your hips up even more. Keep squeezing that block. 3 deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last deep inhale. Press your hips up. Exhale. Release your shoulders. Lower down, vertebrae, vertebrae. Tailbone comes down last. Remove that block, put it away. Take your feet as wide as your mat now and windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Just to release your low back. Grab the backs of your thighs now and rock up and down. Tap your toes to the front. Tap your toes behind you if you can. Just a few times here before you come up into a tall seat. Maybe grab your blanket, plant it underneath your bum. So your sit bones are on the blanket, your knees are falling off the blanket so that you have a nice tall spine. We're going to bring our right shin in front of our left shin in a cross-legged seat, but your right shin is in front of your left shin. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, palms touch, gaze up at the sky. Exhale, palms come to heart center. One more time like that. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Tuck your chin in, drop your shoulders. Let's start class with 1 Om. Take a deep inhale. Gently open your eyes. Inhale, sweep your arms up, interlace your fingers, press your palms up to the ceiling. Exhale, lean over to the right, maybe gazing up to the ceiling. Make sure both sit bones are on the blanket. Inhale here. Exhale it out. Breathe into the left side of the body. Inhale. Exhale. Last deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, lean over to the left, gazing up at the sky if you want. Take a deep inhale. And exhale it out. Inhale, breathe into the right side of the body. Exhale. Last deep inhale, both sit bones are on the blanket. Exhale it out. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, drop your fingertips in front of you for the forward fold. Inhale, reach the crown of the head up to the ceiling. Exhale, start walking your fingertips forward. Inhale, one more time. Long spine, reach the heart forward as you reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, walk your hands a little bit more. Last time, inhale, elongating your spine to the front. Exhale, go ahead and fold. Breathe into your hips here. Maybe just your fingertips on the mat in front of you. Maybe your elbows down. Wherever it is, just breathe into your hips. Last breath here. On the next inhale, walk your fingers back to your legs and sit up tall. For the twist now, inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, twist to the left, right fingertips on the outside of your left knee. Go ahead and spin your chest over to the left as you gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last deep inhale. And exhale it out. Inhale, come back to the center. Sweep your fingertips up to the sky one more time. Exhale, spin to the right. Left fingertips on the outside of your right knee. Heart over to the right side as you gaze over your right shoulder. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, deep inhale. And exhale it out. Inhale back to the center. Change the crossing of your legs. Left ankle in front. Left shin in front of your right shin for the forward fold. Fingertips in front of you. Inhale, elongate the crown of the head to the ceiling first. Sitting up tall, stacking each vertebrae on top of each other. Exhale, walk your fingertips forward. Inhale, elongate your spine. Reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, walk a little bit more. Last time. Inhale, elongate your spine. Exhale, fold over your legs. Breathe into your hips. Deep inhale. Exhale. Two more like that. And next inhale, lift up, look up, and walk your fingertips back to your legs. Remove the blanket from underneath you and roll onto all fours, tabletop. Stacking your wrists right underneath your shoulders. Your knees are right underneath your hips. Spread your fingers wide. Your index finger is kind of sort of pointing forward. Suck in your belly button. Tuck your tail in so that you have a flat back. Now take your right leg back and drop the right toes to the mat. So you're stretching your right leg back long and strong with the toes flexed and dropped on the mat. Now we're going to shift our weight front and back, stretching our calf muscles here. Move with your breath and breathe into the tightness that you feel in your calf muscles. For some reason, my calf muscles are always tight. Now go ahead and spin the left leg behind you. Plant the right foot down. Plant the entire right foot down for Parigasana gate pose. So reaching your right fingertips diagonally across. Breathe here. Breathe into the side stretch from all the way from your fingertips to your heel. Breathe in here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and plant your hand down, coming back into a tabletop position. Now spin your wrists the other way, so your palms are facing up to the ceiling. Both your palms are facing up to the ceiling. Flexing our wrists now. So shift your weight forward and back, maybe not too much. Palms face up, fingertips pointing towards your knees. You're just shifting your weight back and forth to stretch the front of the wrist here. This is something we hardly ever do. We are always sitting at our computer desks, flexing our wrist the other way, so you might feel some tightness here. And go ahead and flip your palms back, coming into a strong tabletop. For the other side, spread your fingers wide, press your palms down, again sucking in your belly button. Take your left leg behind you. Drop the ball of the foot down for the calf stretch. Go ahead and shift your weight to the front and back. Notice if this side feels any different. Less tight, more tight, no judgment. Just noticing. Now spin your right foot behind you. Drop the left foot down on the mat and reach your left fingertips diagonally across. Side stretch, long side stretch here. So press the heel down of your left foot. So all the way from your fingertips to your heel, breathe into it. 2 more breaths. And go ahead and drop your left hand down, coming back into a tabletop. Cat-cow stretch. So this time for the cat-cow, come onto your elbows. So notice where your hands are planted. You're going to plant your elbows right where your palms were. So coming into an elbow cat-cow. On your inhale, drop your belly, lift your heart up, lift your gaze up. Exhale, tuck your tail in, initiating the movement from there, rounding your back, gazing at your belly button, sucking in your belly button to the spine. Inhale, lift your tail up, arching your back and taking your gaze all the way up. Exhale as you tuck your tail in and round your back. Separate your shoulder blades as you press your elbows down to gaze at your belly button. 3 more like this. Do it with your own breath. Initiate the movement from your tailbone and exaggerate the movement as much as you can to feel your entire spine. Squeezing your shoulder blades on the inhale and separating your shoulder blades on the exhale. And then slowly take both legs back and drop your belly down to the mat, Sphinx pose. So your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. If that doesn't feel good, move them slightly ahead. You're going to spread your fingers wide. Your arms are parallel to each other. You're going to drag your chest through isometrically. Gaze slightly in front to keep your neck neutral. Breathe into your abdomen here. You should feel a good stretch in your belly. Now take your fingertips to the edges of your mat. If this feels good, you're going to come into seal pose. Lift yourself up a little bit so you're kind of like your belly is up off the mat. You're balanced on your pelvis. Your elbows are straight now. And you're just gazing forward one more time to keep a neutral neck. Breathe into your belly one more time. Seal pose. If this doesn't feel right in your low back, then come back into Sphinx pose. And slowly lower all the way down. Take one forearm on top of the other. Wiggle your hips out. Plant your hands right underneath your shoulders. Pick yourself up, child's pose. Take your knees wide, toes touch. Reach your arms forward first. Active child's pose, and then drop your forehead to the mat or on a block or blanket. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Keep reaching your hands forward. This is an active child's pose. Maybe your elbows come up off the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now reach your arms forward. come up into a tabletop-like position, tuck your toes in, send your hips back and lift it straight up, coming into a downward facing dog. Maybe you can keep a slight bend in your knees so that you can push the mat away from you and drop your head and neck down to elongate your spine down to the mat. Slowly, with each breath, you may want to straighten your knees or not, pressing your heels down to the mat, even though they may not touch. Try to lift your sit bones up as you suck in your belly button, getting a full body stretch in this inverted V. Breathe here. Now start pedaling your legs. Bend your left knee, press your right heel down to the mat, and change sides. Keep pedaling your feet with your breath. And slowly walk your hands all the way back to your feet, taking a rag doll at the back of the mat, grabbing opposite elbows and letting your head and neck hang. You can keep a slight bend in your knees if you want. Slowly trying to lift your sit bones up as you use the weight of your head and neck to elongate your spine. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Sway from side to side like a pendulum. Notice the tightness in your glutes and hamstrings as you lift the sit bones up. Breathe into it. Slowly drop your fingertips down to the mat. On your next inhale, round your back, bend your knees a lot, and roll slowly up to standing, stacking each vertebrae on top of the other. Exhale, roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, hinge at your hips and fold it down, Uttanasana, forward fold. Now look up and start walking your hands forward, coming into a plank pose. Walk your hands forward enough so that your wrists are right underneath your shoulders and your toes are right underneath your heels. Press your heels back, suck in your belly button and squeeze your quads. If this is tough, all you need to do is drop your knees straight down, but still keep all that engagement. Hold it here and breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep squeezing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees, your chest, your chin, Ashtanga Pranam. Squeeze your elbows by your side. Coming all the way down to the mat. Release the tops of your feet down. So tap the toes down, pressing your big toe into the mat. Hands are right underneath your shoulder. Inhale, squeeze your elbows, baby cobra, peeling your heart up to the sky, up to the front. Exhale, forehead comes to mat. This time, the second time, we're going to lift our feet up as well. Inhale, baby cobra, feet come up along with your chest. Exhale, forehead to mat. Squeeze your glutes as you do that. Third time, this time, see if you want to lift your feet up or not. Inhale, squeeze your elbows in, lift your heart up, lift your feet up, point the toes, hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Wiggle your hips out, releasing your low back. Spread your arms wide as wings. Stretching the shoulders now. Lift your right foot up, bending at your knee. Peel your right thigh up off the mat and drop your right foot behind you over to the left side. You should feel a stretch in your left shoulder. You can either leave your right hand in front of you, pressing into the mat, or you can just bring the right hand on top of your right hip or behind you. Breathe here. Slowly come back to the center and roll on to your bellies one more time. Going for the other side, Lift your left foot up, peel your left thigh up off the mat, and drop that left foot behind you over to the right. Breathe into your right shoulder this time, leaving your left hand where it is, or maybe you can bring your left hand on top of your left hip, or left hand behind you. Either way, breathe into that shoulder. Adjust yourself so you feel a good stretch in that right shoulder. Slowly come back to center, coming onto your bellies now. Hands right underneath your shoulders. Pick yourself up, child's pose, knees wide, big toes touch. Go ahead and reach your arms forward one more time actively and plant your forehead on the mat. Take a deep inhale here and exhale it out. One more time, inhale and exhale it out. Look forward, reach your hands forward. As you tuck your toes in, send your hips back and lift it straight up, downward facing dog. Try to find stillness in your downward facing dog now. Lifting your sit bones up, suck in your belly button and press the mat away, elongating your spine, getting a full body stretch in this inverted V. There's no better stretch. If you want to align yourself, if you want to know the correct alignment, go ahead and look up at your hands. Hands are shoulder distance apart, fingers are spread wide. Your index finger is sort of pointing forward. You're going to press the mat away, drop your head and neck. You're not going to hold your head and neck up, out. So shake it out. Using the weight of your head and neck again to elongate your spine. Suck in your belly button, lift your tailbone up, feet are hip distance apart. Toes in, heels out, just slightly, so that the edges of your feet are parallel to the edges of your mat. You can always keep a slight bend in your knees so that you can elongate your spine, no rounding in your low back. And eventually you'll start straightening your knees, pressing your heels down to the mat. Breathe here. Take one more deep inhale in this downward facing dog. Notice there, you feel the tightness, all the spots. Exhale it out. And walk your hands back to your feet one more time. This time, inhale, slide your palms up your shins, reach your heart forward, half lift. Exhale, slide your hands down the backs of your legs, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, sliding your hands up your shins as you suck in your belly button, long side body, L shape here. Exhale, slide your hands down the backs of your legs and let your head and neck go, Uttanasana. Last time, Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale, slide your hands up as you tip your weight forward and reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, slide your hands down the backs of your legs and let your head and neck go. Inhale, bend your knees a lot and slowly round all the way up to standing. Exhale, roll your shoulder blades back and down. Balancing pose now. Shake out your legs. Let's do eagle pose. So starting in a chair pose, big toes to touch, heels are slightly apart. Inhale, send your hips back, lift your heart up as you reach your arms up. Hold it here in a chair pose, look down. You should be able to see your toes. So if you don't, then send your hips back a little bit more and then lift your heart up. Spread your arms out as wings. Take your right leg over your left leg, wrapping it once, wrapping it twice, or maybe just use it as a kickstand on the mat. Right arm underneath the left arm, wrapping it once or just grabbing opposite shoulders. Breathe here in eagle pose. Keep sending your hips back, gazing on either side of your beak here. Hold it here and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Two more like that. Reach your arms out again and slowly release. Shake it out. Let's go for the other side. Coming into a chair pose one more time, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart, send your hips back, sit down into your chair, reach your arms out as a T, this time left leg over the right leg. Use it as a kickstand or maybe wrap it once or wrap it twice. Left arm underneath your right arm. Again, wrapping it once, wrapping it twice, or just grabbing opposite shoulders. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Two more like that. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Release your arms and slowly release your legs. Shake it out. Step your left leg forward or right leg forward. Coming into a straddle pose, wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Your toes are pointing to the front of the mat, to the long edge of the mat. So heels in, toes in, heels out, so that the edges of your feet are parallel to the edges of your mat. Hands to your hips. Inhale. Reach your heart up, elongate your spine. On the exhale, send your hips back and start folding forward. Fingertips come down to the mat, in between your feet. Inhale. Reach the crown of the head forward like you're doing a half lift. If your fingertips don't touch the mat, then you would take a block and plant it underneath your fingers. Otherwise, fingertips on the mat. Reach your heart forward. Exhale. Fold it down, reaching the crown of the head down. Inhale here. Exhale. Press your feet down. Breathe into your hamstrings. Roll your weight to the balls of your feet. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale. Keep your legs strong and straight. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and half lift. Reach the crown of the head forward. On the exhale, bring both hands to your hips. Inhale. Press both feet down and come up strong with a strong spine. And exhale here. That was version A of Prasarita Padottanasana. We have three more to go. Second round, no fingertips on the mat, hands stay on your hips. Inhale, peel your heart, lift up, look up. Exhale, send your hips back, reach your heart forward as you fold all the way down. Breathe into your hamstrings, tip your weight forward to the balls of your feet and press the edges of your feet down into the mat. Breathe here, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. On your next inhale, press your feet down as you slowly come all the way up. And exhale here. Prasarita Padottanasana version C. This time we'll take the bind, so peace fingers will bind your big toe. If you cannot grab a hold of your big toes, then you will just grab a hold of your shins. Inhale, peel your heart, lift up, look up. Exhale, send your hips back as you fold forward. Fingertips come down in between your legs. Big toes, peace fingers grab a hold of your big toes. You're going to roll your weight forward and crush your fingers with your toes. Inhale, peel your heart forward, reaching the crown of the head forward. Exhale, flare your elbows as you let your head and neck go. Fold forward, breathe here. Inhale, breathe into your hamstrings. Exhale, keep rolling that weight forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up, look up, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, press both feet down as you come all the way up to standing. And exhale here. Version D. Actually, that was version D. We are going to go back to version C. Interlace your fingers behind you, clasp your hands. If possible, press your palms together. Inhale, reach your knuckles back. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold it. Allow your knuckles to fall overhead, maybe even touch the mat. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe into your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, breathe into your hamstrings. Inhale. Exhale, allowing those knuckles to fall overhead. Take one last deep inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, slowly pull yourself all the way up to standing. And exhale here. Right toes point to the short edge of the mat. Your left toes are still pointing to the long edge of the mat. Reach your arms out as wings. Bend your right knee and sit down. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Soft gaze over your right fingers. Make sure you're pressing the back edge of the back foot on the mat. You're pulling up through the back quad muscle, keeping that leg strong. Generous bend in your front knee. Knee is stacked right over the ankle. Breathe. Take a deep inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, reverse your warrior. Right fingertips reach behind you. Left hand rests lightly on your left leg. Breathe here. Breathe. Again, reaching behind you and breathing into the side stretch. One more deep inhale. And exhale it out. Extended side angle pose, Parshva Konasana. Your right elbow drops on your right knee as you open your heart to the side. So you're not rounding down, but opening your heart to the side and reaching your left fingers now diagonally across to the front. Breathe here. You can stay here or maybe even turn your gaze up to the ceiling. Try not to put any pressure on your right knee with your right elbow. You should be able to lift it up. It's just there, resting very lightly. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Parshva Konasana. Exhale. Inhale one more time, reaching those fingertips to the front, breathing all the way from your left fingers to your left heel. And exhale. Slowly come back up. And let's change sides. Right toes point to the long edge of the mat. Left toes point to the short edge of the mat. Bend your left knee as you reach your arms out as wings. Soft gaze over your left fingers now. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep a generous bend in your left knee. Don't let that bend go. It's not going anywhere. You're just going to move the top of your body. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reaching the left fingers behind you as you rest your right hand lightly on your right leg. Don't apply any pressure here. Maybe you can even turn your gaze up to the ceiling. Not necessary. Do it if you feel confident. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping that bend in your front knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Come back up for the extended side angle. Parshva Konasana. Dropping your left elbow lightly to rest on your left knee. Reach your right fingertips to the front. Breathe all the way from your right fingers to your right heel, pressing the right heel strongly into the mat. Breathe here. Your chest is facing the side, so you're not rounding, but opening the chest up, stacking your right shoulder on top of your left shoulder. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Slowly come back up and go ahead and step to the front of the mat. This time, take your feet wide, coming into Malasana now. Reach your fingertips forward. We're going to squat slowly down into Malasana. So your feet are wide as the mat, toes pointing out. Reaching your arms forward, thumbs face up, send your hips back and squat down. Quarter squat here. Hold it here. Breathe. Suck in your belly button and tuck your tail in. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, squat a little bit lower, your thighs are parallel to the mat, hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come all the way down, elbows land inside your knees, push your knees out with your elbows as you squeeze your elbows in with your knees, kind of like a spring action. Palms come to heart center, press your palms together, drop your tail down as you reach the crown of the head up so that you have a strong straight spine. Breathe into your Malasana. If this is not easy, you can always take a block and plant it underneath your sit bones. And eventually you'll be able to do it without the block. The other thing you can do is roll up a blanket and plant it underneath your heels. Breathe in your Malasana. Great pose for opening up your hips. Last breath here. And go ahead and come down for both pose. Coming onto your sit bones now. Remove the junk if you want. Grab the backs of your thighs, planting your feet down and lean back so that you're balancing on the fleshy part right behind your sit bones. Roll your shoulders back and down. Lift your heart up. Imagine that there's a string that's pulling the heart up to the ceiling. This is a perfectly good boat. You can stay here and breathe if you want. You can lift your legs up, bringing your shins parallel to the mat. If you want more, you can release your hands. Reaching for your toes with your hands. Fingertips, hold it here. Breathe for 5. Keep sucking in your belly button. 4, 3, keep lifting your heart up. 2, and last inhale here. Exhale, release. Cross your right ankle over your left ankle. Hug your knees in, forehead to your knees. Take a deep inhale and exhale it out. Round 2 of both pose. Go to any boat, any variation you want, but remember to keep your heart lifted. Suck in your belly button to protect your low back. Take it up. Maybe straighten your legs. Your choice. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. 4 more like that. 4, 3, 2. Last deep inhale. Exhale, release. Left ankle crosses over your right ankle. Hug your knees in. Forehead to your knees. Take a deep inhale. And exhale it out. Round 3, both pose. This time, after a count of 3, we're going to take it into a low boat and hold it, which means just your shoulders and your feet are off the mat, like a hollow hold. So go ahead and pick your feet up, both pose. Hold it here for 3, 2. Last deep inhale here. Exhale, low boat. Feet are off the mat. Point your toes or flex those feet. It doesn't matter. Head and shoulders are off the mat. You're reaching your fingertips to your toes. Hold it here. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Coming all the way down. Hug both knees into your chest. And rock side to side. Grab the backs of your thighs one more time. Rocking up and down. And then after a couple of times, come up to a seat. You're going to take your feet as wide as your mat, plant your fingertips behind you, and rock your windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Just internally and externally rotating your hips here. If you can, see if you can release your hands out in front of you. Keep going, that motion going. If you can, You're going to drop to one side, pick it up, shift your hips forward, take it down, and switch to the other side. Press your knees down, come up to kneeling, press your hips forward, and take it down. One more time like that. Go over to the left, press your knees down, come up, press your hips forward, send it back, other side, drop your knees to the other side, come up to kneeling, press your hips forward, take it back, and come down, pigeon pose. So you can either do a 90-90 pigeon, which is just taking your right shin parallel to the short edge of the mat. Left shin is kind of parallel to the long edge of the mat. So you're in a 90-degree position. Your hip, your knee, and your ankle, both legs are 90-90. And then you would just walk forward and pull. It's a 90-90 pigeon. If you want, you can come into a full pigeon. Bring a blanket if you want to plant it underneath your hips. So right shin is parallel to the front edge of the mat. Take your left leg back behind you. Look behind you to make sure it's like one long tail shooting from your hip and you're not sickling your ankle or anything like that. And if you feel like me, you don't have great hip flexibility, you may want to plant a blanket underneath your right hip so that your hips are level to the mat. That one hip is not higher than the other. Plant your fingertips on either side. Lift your heart up first for a proud pigeon. And then take your fingertips forward and fold, humble pigeon. You can either rest your forehead on a block, or you can come all the way down to the mat, your choice. Stay here and breathe. We're going to stay here for a couple of minutes. Allow your hips to relax. Allow your glutes to relax. This is one pose where we don't want to squeeze anything at all, but just allow your hips to relax and not hold any tension. Breathe into it. Every couple of breaths, ask yourself if you're squeezing anything. We tend to squeeze our hips a lot, even when you're sitting at our desks. Notice if you're clenching your glutes. Are you still breathing? And then on your next inhale, slowly come up, back to your proud pigeon. You're going to take double pigeon or fire log pose, Agni Stambhasana. So you're going to swing that back leg forward. Your right shin is parallel to the front edge of the mat. You're going to stack your left shin, remove the blanket if you have it, left shin on top of your right shin. So this is not a cross-legged seat. You're actually stacking one shin on top of the other. So you're stacking your left shin now on top of your right shin. Now, a lot of people can just lay flat, one shin on top of the other. I'm not one of those people, so I'm going to take a blanket and plant it on top of your right ankle to give some cushioning. Keep both legs active. Agni Stambhasana, fire log pose. Take your right hand down on the side and reach your left arm up. for a side stretch. Bonus on top of your hip stretch, breathe into it. Let's do the other side. Left hand down, reach your right fingers diagonally across. Both sets of fingers forward. Inhale, elongate your spine. Exhale, go ahead and fold over your legs. Slowly come back up. Let's switch sides. So take your left shin parallel to the front edge of the mat and right leg behind you for a 90-90 pigeon. Or if you want to take the full pigeon, shoot the right leg behind you like one long tail. And if you want, you can plant a blanket underneath your left hip. Make sure your ankle is not sickled. Your right leg is one long tail, shooting from your hip. Inhale, proud pigeon, fingertips on either side of your legs. Exhale, go ahead and fold forward, sleeping pigeon, humble pigeon. Again, asking yourself if you're allowing yourself to relax here or clenching anything. There's no need to clench anything or squeeze anything, engage anything in pigeon pose. It's one of those poses which have more benefits if you just let go and breathe into your hips. One of the very few poses where you don't have to engage anything. In Yin Yoga, the same pose is called a swan pose. And you hold the pose for at least 3 minutes, if not more. Like pigeon pose is one of those poses that, every single, even like a vinyasa class, they'll do it at the end just to kind of release your hips a little bit. Are you still breathing? Are you still here with your body? Or did you let your mind wander? Are your hips relaxed? Slowly come back up into a proud pigeon and take it to Agni Stambhasana. If you have the blanket, remove the blanket. You're going to swing your right leg forward. Left shin is parallel to the front edge of the mat. You're going to stack your right shin on top of your left shin. And if, like me, you have tight hips and your feet don't, legs don't kind of lay flat on top of each other, you would take a blanket and use it as a padding on top of your left ankle, just to give you some room. Let's say take some twists here. So left fingers on the outside of your right knee, spinning your heart to the right. Other side, right fingers on top, outside of your left knee, spinning your heart to the left. And take your fingertips out in front. Inhale, elongate your spine. Exhale, fold over your legs, fold over your stacked shins. Breathe into your hips. You may find that one side is tighter than the other, and that's quite normal. Slowly come up. Remove the blanket if you have it. Plant your feet on the mat. Grab the backs of your legs. Engage your belly button and slowly roll all the way down to the mat, rounding your back. Lying all the way down onto the mat. Hug both knees into your chest. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, forehead comes to your knees. Inhale, head and shoulders down, your tailbone comes down. On the exhale, take both knees to the left and turn your gaze to the right. Supine twist variation. Slowly come back to the center. Bring your knees into your chest one more time. Give them a tight squeeze. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, knees over to the right. Reach your left arm out. Gaze to your left. Slowly come back to the center. Hug both knees in one more time. Give them a tight squeeze. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, forehead to knees, crunch it in. Tailbone comes up, your shoulders crunch in. Inhale, head and shoulders down, your tailbone down. Exhale, crunch it in. Hold it this time. Hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Shavasana. Extend your legs out, taking up space on your mat. Arms wide, palms face up, soften your belly down. Let go of your Ujjayi breath if you have it in your practice, or any form of controlled breathing. Let go of your body, allow gravity to take over. Start scanning your body from your toes all the way to the crown of the head. Notice the weight of your legs, softening your ankles, allowing your toes to fall open. Notice the breeze in between your toes. Notice the weight of your hips on the mat, making that deep indentation on the mat. Notice the soft rise and fall of your belly with your natural breath, closing your eyes down. Notice the weight of your arms, the soft breeze between your fingers, relaxed arms, relaxed fingers. Notice the weight of your shoulders on the mat. Notice the openness of your heart. Notice the softness of your jaw. Resting your tongue lightly on the roof of your mouth, lips slightly parted, soft cheeks, soft ears melting down into the mat. Soften your forehead, every single crease on your forehead, softening out, smoothing out. Soften the space between your eyebrows. Now notice the weight of the back of your skull on the mat, making that deep indentation on your mat. Taking a few breaths here in Shavasana. Noticing everything about your body, observing everything with no judgment.